Okay, this is super important. So if you're still not clear about what Proposition 13 is after reading and listening to this, I would do some Googling for sure. So what does it mean that Proposition 13 and implementing legislation caused a shift in support for schools from local property taxes to state general funds? So Prop 13 drastically reduced property taxes, meaning that schools are now mostly funded by the state, aka the general fund, and not local property taxes. So, this was intended to increase the equity of school funding by making it so schools in higher income areas do not have an advantage over those schools in lower income areas because before Prop 13, schools like Jackson in the video that we watched, his school was a public school in Vermont where he lived in a higher income neighborhood, and so the money that people who lived there were paying on their properties for taxes were a lot higher than the money that people like in Cedric's neighborhood at the not so nice school were paying for taxes for their properties. So therefore, that amount was lower, and so like in the past, before Prop 13, 2/3 of school funding came from local property taxes, but now, in order to make that more fair and more equitable, only about 1/3 of school funding comes from property taxes. The rest of it comes from those state general funds.